Hey, just wanted to make a quick video and say happy birthday to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too dramatic about it, but yeah, I am officially 52 years old, and sometimes it's a little bit hard to believe, right? I'm sure that there's a good portion of people out there that know what I'm talking about. That even though as we age and we get older, we're still young at heart. You know, the hair might go gray, uh, the body might start falling apart. Um, People look at you differently. That's an absolute fact. Um, and it's just it's a different experience. There can be some good things about getting older. You're wiser, and smarter about things, and in a lot of cases, you garner a little more respect and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, so I'm 52, and but yeah, what I wanted to say, oh, quickly again, I do want to say that I consider myself blessed to be born and raised in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, especially the 80s, but I consider Generation X. I know that the other generations all have their strong points, and I'm sure everybody, they all have their opinions, and to me, I just, for several reasons that I'm not going to get into right now, I just think Gen X is by far the best, for multiple reasons. But anyways, so yeah, I actually want to talk a little bit, since it's my birthday, and which means without a mom and a dad, I wouldn't be here, right? So I'm going to just briefly talk about my parents. I'm very blessed. They are both still around. My father, his name's Mark. He is 76. He lives in Oregon, a beautiful part of the state. He recently was diagnosed with head and neck cancer. And me and my brother were absolutely astounded, man. I mean, I am so proud of my dad, I can't even express. He took on chemo and radiation, had his tonsils removed. He dealt with a lot. And wouldn't you know it, that as of today, it's in remission. I wouldn't say cancer free. People always use the term cancer free, and I'm like, it doesn't really go away, does it? But he's got it in remission right now at 76 years old, and he's plugging along, and I'm really proud of him. Um, my dad was raised in a huge family. His mother, my grandma, my grandma Allen, uh, she uh, and my grandpa, uh, Paul, they called him Doc. They had 14 kids. 14 kids. My dad, they had two different generation of kids. My dad was an uncle before he was even born, if you can imagine that. Pretty crazy times. They were really really poor. My dad told me a story one time about my grandma knitting a sweater for him that he wore the entire, I think, like his entire senior year. Hold on, my dogs are. Hold on. So yeah, my dad, he came from a large family. They were poor, and my mother, she's 74. Yeah, she's 74. Gonna be 74 next month. No, I'm sorry, July or Yes, next month, June the 29th. She'll be 74 years old. She come from a regular size, a decent sized family. I think. Let's see, she had two sisters and two brothers. I think she might have been in the middle like me, if I remember correctly. But anyhow, they're both just blue collared, regular, normal people. They met. My dad went to work for my mom's dad, building a motel out in Capitol Reef, where my son now works. He doesn't work at the motel, but he works right across the street from the motel that my maternal grandfather built, and my father worked for him on that motel. Met my mother while going to high school there, and I think if memory serves, yeah, she was 16 when she got pregnant with my oldest brother Shane, and my dad was only 18. So just like me with my first wife, 16 and 18 when they got married and become parents. I'll have to do a video on that sometime about becoming a father at 19 years old, and the ups and downs of that whole situation. But so yeah, that's my parents. My mom's name is Sandra. Most of the time, people call her either Sandy or Sam. I'm not really entirely sure where my grandpa came up with it, but he started calling her Sammy, and so Sammy and Sam stuck with her throughout her life quite a bit. She's a natural, like a brunette, dirty blonde type color, but my whole life she always dyed her hair red, and everybody always knew Sammy. The call her the mouth of the South because she liked to gossip a lot. So my brother Shane, my older brother, came up with this. Started calling her Mouth of the South, and it stuck. So everybody called her the Mouth of the South. But anyways, so yeah, they met, and the rest is history. They were together surprisingly for two people who got together at 16 and 18, and had five rowdy, rambunctious, and a lot of times out of control uh, sons. Um, they done all right. They were together for I think about 18 years, if memory serves me correct, because I know I was about 13 when they separated, but they had been together since my brother Shane, and if I remember right, yeah, he was like 18 or 19 when they finally got divorced. But yeah, so that's my mom, that's my dad. My mom, she lives here in the same piece of property that this trailer is sitting on. There's an octagon shaped house that my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, her dad, my grandpa Dana, he was married to my grandma. He was married to her. She was a full. Let me correct that. She was a certified. That's what I was trying to say. She was a certified elder of the Paiute Indian band, a Kasharam band of Paiute Indians. That's where I get this lovely olive skin from, as I'm part Native American. Um, she, her mother, if memory serves, my great grandma Bender was, she was half Indian. So whatever that would make my grandmother, then my mother, then me. I don't have a lot, but I have enough that you can tell. And most of my kids have a little bit of a dark skin as well. But anyway, so yeah, she lives over there with my brother Carson, and he helps take care of her. And so just really quick, yeah. So there's my brother Shane, the firstborn. He was born in 1969. He is so he'd be 57. I think yeah, he just turned 57 in March. My brother Jason is right behind him, and he was born also in March. of 1972. And then I was born May 17th, 1974. Today, May 17th. My brother Carson came along, I believe, July the 20th, 1977. And then our youngest brother, the baby of the bunch, Rhett, who was named after Rhett Butler from Gone with the Wind. And Rhett was born November 22nd, 1981. So I'm good at remembering the birthdays, although nobody seems to remember mine. I haven't got a single happy birthday today yet from any of my kids. Unfortunately, I'm sure they're going to remember. And that's the thing I try to tell them. Honestly, this is the truth with me. I don't care about any kind of presents. I don't care about. I don't need to be taken out to dinner or. I mean, the thought's nice and all that's nice. To me, the only thing is, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. I just want to be remembered. I just want somebody to just take the time, even just for a second. Oh, wow, man. It's Brandon's birthday today. Happy birthday. It shows that. And yeah, Facebook's one thing, right? Because it pops up on everybody's notification. It's Brandon's birthday today. And everybody, happy birthday, even if they haven't seen you in 10 years. But it's not the same, man. I'm from the old school, Generation X. Just at least if you can't call me, send me a text, a personal text, not over, for everybody. Just send me a personal text. Happy birthday. Anyway, so moving on very quickly. I just want to say, yeah, me and my brothers, we had a crazy upbringing. We done some crazy stuff. I'll have to do a video one of these times. Probably gonna be like a 3-part video. This is no crap. That's probably gonna be one of my next projects. I'll do like a 3-part video explaining some of the stuff, that me and my brothers did growing up. And I'm telling you, man, it's amazing that one of us didn't wind up dead, and it's even more amazing that one of us didn't wind up in prison for a long time. We done some crazy things. And when I tell some of these stories, I remember my daughter one time, she was kind of a little skeptical, and she was like thinking maybe I was exaggerating or something. And she was early teen, I think, and she was at I don't know, maybe it was some kind of family get together or something. There was most of my brothers were there, and it's pretty rare to get us all together. But most of us were there, and we were, talking and getting loud and laughing and telling some stories. And there was also some like other relatives and friends and neighbors and people that were witness to the fact of how we actually were. And she was like, "Wow, Dad, you you weren't exaggerating. You guys, wow, you guys done some crazy stuff, man." So I'll have to do a video about that. But anyways, yeah, just checking in. On my birthday, even I took time to record a video. So please, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hey, man, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So have a good day and life goes on, baby.